Oh
man. We were in the pose.
God damn it.
You know,
I had a whole...
When you have a good pose and then you forget there's an opening credit scene.
You're all dressed up.
God damn it.
We're acting drunk. Yes, exactly right. This is F tier, Orion Rogue.
Right.
It's F tier. Listen. No, we're not going to... No, it's too late now, Crimson. All you need to know is it was a great pose. It's all fucked up.
I was impressed. Like we were, I was like, we were making like names with, hand gestures. I might have actually touched the ceiling while putting my foot on your head.
Yeah, exactly right. You might not know that we had in our origin, like when we first met, it was in high school cheer.
Right.
And so, I mean, you may be looking at this pale grub-like sphere and saying, he's not capable of any acrobatics. Well, that wouldn't even be the first time you were wrong today. Hello, I am your internet friend, Jerriford K. Horcrims, and however it came to be, you fallen ass backwards into Twitch's, as far as I know, only brewing show, Acquisitions Intoxicated. I am joined, as almost always, by Acquisitions Intoxicated Brewmaster and Penny Arcade VP of Business Development.
Wow, that's weird.
I know, Eric J. Benson. Now, you may be saying, who is this fellow? Well, it may be that you know him by one of his other Luciferian names.
I really like that, thank you.
Right?
That's great.
It could be the notorious EJB. It could be Edge Benson. It could be Azerbaijan. I mean, all of these things and more, he contains multitudes. What is the purpose of this program? It's only my greatest pleasure to reveal that it's to give you that which you already know, the art and science of brewing. We are joined by our elite behind-the-scenes crew, Josh Price on the ones and twos, ghostly clockwork back here on the device. But we have a full schedule now. We have an announcement today. Also, is that going to be for later, or is it going to be for?
I mean, you've been doing this a while. When do you think is the best time for an announcement? I think maybe while we're having a beer.
Well, we could celebrate it, I guess.
I think so.
That might be work. Now, do you have any visual instrumentation to help along with this
I can pull something up. Yeah, I think so.
Why don't you do that for now? So, the other thing that you may not know, certainly as a newcomer, is that we do everything we can on this program to adhere to the hero's journey, that inspiring world where young people enter and heroes emerge. Now, we are going to put grains from last show's recipe. We're going to put that in here, discuss the particulars. I'm going to measure the hops with an efficiency you have never seen before.
Remember which one this is, Jerry?
No.
Didn't think so.
Yeah, absolutely not. I'm going to have to learn it all again. Now, but I think I can press Tare at the right time. Hopefully I can...
I fucking beg to differ.
I can manifest that one if we want. Now, in addition, BC, good to have you. Movies, as always, longtime ally. But we are going to, once we introduce this into the device and begin its dark operations, the alchemy, over here, we are going to pull a couple glasses of Fish, which is the beer that we made to honor Geralt of Rivia, the White Wolf, the Butcher of Blaviken's own horse.
Blavikins? Plural? There's many? There's multiple cities?
Possessive. The Butcher of Blaviken's horse.
Oh, he owns. Oh, yeah. Oh,
exactly.
Sure. Yeah.
Roach, which is actually a type of fish, which is how he came through this, the fire and flames to arrive at this moment of our destiny. Now, I got the CTZ. I love to see it. Right here. So what is that recipe?
Ghostly note that this is a lager, and we have to lager this time.
It has very special requirements of the temperature. Now,
this is Mad Maltigan.
Okay.
For Willow.
Could not be more pleased.
Yep.
Brenna was laid up a couple weeks ago, and we were forced to watch Willow again.
Dude, there's no forcing you.
Oh no, absolutely.
It's pure joy.
That's the joke. It's just our ritual.
That gets you through the bad times.
When somebody gets sick.
Right. Watch out.
Here,
take a whiff of that.
I was just gonna say.
So this is mostly Pilsner and Vienna malt. We add a little bit of crystal for 120 for color, and then some chocolate.
Some richness. Oof. God, it smells good, but it's not overpowering. This is gonna be a smooth This is going to be a smooth beverage. You can see that particulate, that dust. Oh yeah, yeah. You can absolutely see. I mean, this is.
It's pretty cool, right? Like, I mean, if, like the mixture is.
No, this.
It looks like a salad of grains, a buffet of grains.
This smell, yeah, that's pretty good. Now that it's out in the thing, when I took a whiff from that crevice in the bag, insufficient. It seems to me like there's a pretty robust amount of chocolate malt in here.
No, but it's so.
It just stands out.
It stands out because everything else is so pale.
Bright,
yeah.
Right? Yeah. All right. Well, here, let's put this on her. Let's sequester these grains. Let's get these powerful tools out and installed. So, how much of this CTZ is going in there?
Only a quarter of an ounce, because remember this.
It's a big boy.
It's 14% alpha.
Yeah. All right. Well, here. There is a tool that I am very proficient with. Now, I know you haven't. You're not familiar with this context, Eric.
Yeah,
but
I've never used one before in my entire life.
Let me just pull this out for you. This is the scale.
Oh, cool.
Put that on there. It's already. I already fucked it up, didn't I? Well, here. It's fine.
There we go.
We got it. Now, a quarter of an ounce.
Quarter of an ounce.
Quarter of an ounce. I am my greatest pleasure, I think, in life.
is watching the Muppets and the chef.
We still watch that shit.
Yeah, remember the Muppet Show?
Yeah,
like that shit was great.
We watched it on DVD. Like, no lie. But no, my eldest has a Swedish Chef impression. Next time you're over to War Game, you won't believe it.
I'm sure it won't. I'm a big fan.
You will imagine. Ooh.
Wow, I can smell that from here.
Yeah. This is the 14%.
That smells delicious.
Yeah. This is like it's like a sock. It's like a
It's like a sock you'd love to drink.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like a sock you wouldn't mind making an infusion from. Right? Because there's some socks you're like,
that's like a little bit too funky of a sock.
Yeah, this is like the sock.
I don't really like Argyle socks. They don't really infuse well, right?
They don't. They don't. A lot of absorption. You're losing a lot of the wart in that sock.
Yeah. Oh shit! Right on the dot, man.
Yeah, this is pro tier, people. This is like I know you're watching a lot of those other brewing streams. Yeah. You know,
but man, they never get the ounces.
Yeah, they don't even know about it. They don't know about it. They don't know about my hops. All right, pull this back. Activate the device now. Has the Pico Brew Z been informed?
No, I've been working.
Well, no, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all.
Hold on. Soft shoe.
Oh no, I got listen, there's a whole ritual out here that I have to do. It's fine. All right. Here we go. Now, we bring this over here and we do it very slowly. Right? Because there's another thing that has to happen. Hang on.
Maybe you could actually use that cushion.
Has this ever happened to you? I can't not do it. Here. I can use this cushion. I never know. I always feel slightly weird using the cushion.
Why?
Oh, well, we may have bigger problems.
Is it not turning on?
No.
It was turning on before.
Here, I'll come back here. Here, now, someone else soft shoe.
So, while you're down,
Oh, here we go. Just gonna connect. I'm gonna activate.
You seeing this?
Ding dong.
Oh boy.
Ding dong.
Oh boy.
Ding dong's working real good.
Hey, look at that.
What? Did I not push it hard enough?
I have no idea.
Has this ever happened to you? Have you ever pushed a button?
It only happens to you, Jerry.
Yeah, you're...
Have you ever pushed a button and then ran away to try to fiddle with something?
You were consistently fucked up putting grains into a grain ding dong.
Have you ever been super dumb in a completely reliable way for years? And to the extent that you had to hire people to make up for your idiocy? Jesus Christ.
Hey, you know what's real cool? I'm getting pretty good at this.
I was just gonna say it's wicked fast now, right?
Yeah, wicked pissa. All right, 20.25.
That's one of the types of pissers.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were aware
Well, I mean, it's...
of that, precious chat, but... Oh, good.
Oof. There we go. That's what we're talking about.
Hold on. Give me...
Oh, no, I'm saying might as well just get the device in there.
Oh, absolutely.
But-
Wait, did it go in like...
It went in a way that I think is going to provide some of those extra shavings. Frankly, some of our recent beverages, they've tasted a little off to me.
You think?
Yeah, and it's because they haven't had any plastic shavings. I have installed it too well, perhaps.
You should be good.
Yeah, well, original Tate, listen, I mean, knowing your limitations is I think, probably a very rare skill. Mad Malt again, it's ready to roll.
Ow!
All right, now, start. Now it also looks, it looks like it might be an IGN collab. Because it's typed in like Mad Malt IGN.
Yeah, nice.
And so this is obviously...
Hey, I mean, if IGN wants to come in and do a beer, I'm fine with it.
Precisely zero problem with
Yeah.
that. All right. Now, watch this. You've never seen
Shit like this
an
before.
installation like this before.
Yes, the handle goes on top, Jerry.
Yeah, I did. I turned it,
That's a joke. It doesn't go on top. It goes on one of the two sides.
but it went in so well.
Well, it's a square.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so to what extent is it?
There is a magnet.
I feel like there.
I mean, if you want it to fall out later and be embarrassed, that's
I feel
fine.
like, listen, it's a square. I feel like it's mostly it's an artistic.
Listen, you're not hearing anything bad from me.
It's an artistic like it's expression, Josh.
You've done this many times, Jerry,
Yeah, you're probably right.
and yet this is a new one.
Yeah, I've somehow found a way for a square to have more sides than it does, just so that I can fail in new ways. Got nipple trubs?
I wish, but...
Let it dip out. Oh, here, you get that. Here, I will squire you on this one. We're gonna get this thing installed. You're gonna love it.
This is just,
You're just playing with your butt.
all the freaking...
Now, this is the information.
a light fall on my head.
The whole frame. No, this is the deal. I think that we are both putting these things on backwards.
Yeah, I
because I don't
know
think
we
they're
are.
actually supposed to fall out. But we'll keep it.
One would hope.
After this deeply shameful display, where, let's be honest, nipples were mentioned. I feel like the only possible outcome is to salve these woes, perhaps with a home brew. So, let me bring these precious instruments over here. And let's get hog wild. Now. All right, are you ready, Ghost? Let's get it. Now, so you're saying like this, and then at a certain point,
Now.
oh my goodness, holy shit.
There you go.
Oh, that smells okay. That smells okay. All right, let's try this. I'm gonna flip it in a second later.
Now.
Yep. There we go. It might be that one was just waiting in the wings. Waiting for the prowl. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, listen, we can't feel too bad about that. Now, let me give you the one that doesn't have like quite so significant a hat. Do you want to bring up the recipe?
Oh, sure. Yeah, one of those.
Oh, little preview there for you.
Son of a...
No, it's right. Maybe you saw a preview. No, Blue Wolf. We've been at it. We have been at it in more or less this way for a year, at least.
Mm-hmm.
We've had. I mean, the show. We've had our rustic inn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. All right, now let's take a look at these. At this red sheep ale.
This is crazy. So it's pale Maris Otter, rye malt, flaked oats, black patent,
Oh yeah, God, that is weird.
and whatever the Lubisky hop, the Lubin.
Oh,
hop.
we wanted to get a Polish hop, right?
Yeah.
Which I suspect would typically be for.
But think about the rye and the oats gives you a hearty feel, a little spice, and then you come in with that black patent for the dry roasted characteristics.
Yeah, and then I think we wanted to go with a Polish one, but typically I suspect this hop would probably be used for Pilsners, would be my guess. All right, are we ready? Oh my God!
That's real cool. That's real cool.
Oh my! How strong is it? Just so that I know.
Oh, it's almost 9%.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, we're effed.
Well, that's especially bad, I would say, because.
I want to drink a lot of
Well,
this beer.
no, exactly. But I had to check in with you about the ABV. I wouldn't have called 9,
Yeah.
right? But I think because it has the roast, right? It has the oats for like the rich soapy texture.
The carbonation is fantastic, everyone. By the way.
Man, oh man. Well, here, obviously, always be branding.
That the rye coming in with the little bit of spice.
Oh my God.
It's weird. It's almost like a ginger beer and a root beer combined. Like
Yeah, it has a soda. It has a It has a syrupy middle. I think that's what gives it the root beer vibe, is that where you would get like the HFCS.
yeah.
The oat middle is like creamy and smooth. Oh my gosh, another winner.
That's real good. I mean,
This is another fest. I think this is another fest winner. Honestly, it's something fucking else, right?
yeah. This is delicious. Oh yeah, Van de Beest, bourbon aging this would actually be interesting. I'd like to see what
that would work.
the wood would bring out in it, but I mean it's fantastic on its own.
It would be a natural.
It would be like a secondary offering.
Exactly, but it also has because it has like the sort of like the smoky character, it has like the roast character in there. I think it would find a natural home
Absolutely.
in the wood. Very good. Oh, TMP, yeah. I mean, I don't disagree. Somehow, the ratio. I'm telling you, it's the percentage of like world-class success on this show makes no sense given the fact that it's generated largely via lore and polls. Right?
Somebody a picture of this. This is.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, this is you gotta slam a gram on that one. Well, Spidey, hopefully, it is absolutely possible to make bad beers.
Oh yeah. No.
100%. I mean,
And that's
you still drink
like,
them.
You still drink them because it's still beer.
Right.
But like, I mean, and never be like upset that this doesn't taste really good. Like everybody goes through that. Like
Absolutely.
I've made a lot of bad beers and we still drank it.
We still drink it. Absolutely. But again, the numbers, yes. Yeah. Yes, Orion Rogue, yes. You're not.
No, actually, Orion,
not telling me
even
anything I don't
better.
know.
Ryan Hartman came up with an even more killer idea, and it
for real?
blew my mind. I'm like, yeah, that's awesome.
What's the hook? Or is it top secret?
No, it's just we make it into like you know how it's like a collection of small, like because we got 190 beers at this point.
Yeah.
Like a collection into like 12 small little novellas, and then bound in a box. I'm like, that's freaking brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, it's very RP.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's very RPG, right?
Yeah. And there's more to it, but that's the general idea.
But what a great vibe. I mean, listen, I'm a sucker for that dust box. I mean, that's the whole reason I wrote, like obviously, hopefully later this month, we'll be able to send people their Lexcalibur 2s.
Yeah, totally.
But the whole reason I wanted to do more Lexcaliburs is so that I could make a trilogy of poetry books that had an attractive dust jacket cover. Like, the poems are one thing. The most important thing is that there is a visually appealing dust box. That's the apex.
Yeah, it's just, there's something about it, right? Like,
yes. Yeah, it is. It's
I don't know why.
I won't even feel like it's real. Like once I have the box,
Yeah.
It's because I had you know why? It's just because I grew up with it.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, for me,
like Winnie the Pooh, all my A.A. Milne books were in that. C.S. Lewis.
Yes. So the C.S. Lewis books, absolutely. But you know what
Right.
really did for me as a kid? And I was talking with Ryan about this the other day. It was the stories to tell in the dark, or the more scary. Those 3 big books with the black cover that actually came in. You could get a set with a dust.
I'm telling you, so I'm 15 out of 30 poems into Lexcalibur 3 already. I'm just trying to accelerate the process.
Yeah. So just so you can get that.
I got to get to the end. Now, so listen, obviously another great success in concert with the Amber Council. Hallowed be their name. Is there anything to celebrate?
I think there is.
Well,
do you wanna?
No, please reveal. I think we should just show them visually, and then we can discuss it at length, because you've had these conversations with them more often than me. You know what I mean?
Josh, you wanna?
Are you ready now?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bam. No, you're not.
Fooled you. Bam. Voodoo Ranger, everyone.
Yes.
PAX East.
PAX East. Now, will you be able to consume this?
Oh yeah. Voodoo Ranger has a booth at PAX East. You can go grab as many as you like throughout the show. Also, they're going to have a program. If you can't make it to the show, there are certain states they're going to be able to send it to.
Oh, see, because I know that this was a big part of the conversation before.
Yeah.
To me, that's a big deal.
Yep.
But take a look at this. So, who did this
That
presentation?
Was the Chris Straub did the art.
Yeah.
Dave made it all work on the can. Kiko collaborated. Tilted the fingers, and our friends at Voodoo Rangers got it all set up.
Indeed. So obviously you might be able to see our own Chris Straub's artistic, even recognize the artistic stylings right on there. But I think that the Faux Slayer IPA sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, Voodoo Ranger Official is even in here.
Yeah.
No, I am super, super cranked up, because I've always enjoyed that, because, typically after an AI show, the AI community typically gets together for an event, a community event. And Voodoo Ranger has been a part of that for a couple years.
Right. And they've always supported the show, and they've always been amazing.
Yes. And so, obviously, the collab, a collab with New Belgium is that's like the brass ring.
Right. I got my Super Bowl ring now. Where do we go from here? I want more collabs with New Belgium.
That's the brass
ring. I want to collaborate with New Belgium each time, so we have multiple rings.
Well, ultimately, you want that line.
Right. Exactly.
Ultimately, you want to do the line. But obviously, it's one thing to get the collab. It's another thing to get the collab inside the line that is clearly their focus right now.
Right. Totally.
So yeah, we could not be more pleased and honored. To get rolled into that squad.
And what's going to be really cool is, I believe that if you visit the booth,
they may know, right?
Yeah. If you visit the booth during the show, grab a beer, you can enter names for the next beer that's going to be at West.
Oh, okay. Because this is a relationship.
Yeah.
it's an ongoing.
Yeah. So we're
collab.
going to have another collab at West, but people will, I believe, Voodoo Ranger, correct me if I'm wrong, those who visit the booth will be able to help name the beer.
And
how cool is that?
But that's typically what our squad likes to do anyhow. So Piro, this collab and this recipe is just between us and Voodoo. This is not a recipe from the show proper.
Yeah.
We wanted something that was completely original.
Yeah,
completely surprising.
We really wanted to see what Voodoo's take on this, the lore would be.
Absolutely.
And, I can't.
It's very dorky.
Oh, it's amazing. But what I love
Right?
about what Chris did was he incorporated everything that's AI,
Yes.
right? All of our signage, or our livery,
Yeah.
but then took Voodoo, got his the hat, the goggles, and the gold tooth in there as well.
Yeah.
Like,
It's very cool.
it's so amazing.
Yeah, it's very cool to work with the people that we do and get to work on cool projects like that.
Yeah.
Super, super pleased. Joypunk. Oh, thank you so much. Much appreciated for the Prime sub. 15 months, I feel like, is a long time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyhow,
Even
yeah.
cooler news.
Yeah.
Patrick and Matt from Voodoo Ranger are going to be here with us in the studio next Tuesday.
What do you mean? For real?
They are.
Are they going to bring
They're going to
the
bring
faux layer?
The faux layer. So we're going to be able to tap it, taste it, look at it, hug it, hold it, comfort it, comfort ourselves.
Hold it in our arms.
Yeah. And we'll make a beer with them.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, I was gonna say, yeah, we should definitely mess with it, come up with something cool, and then, maybe that'll be in the running for the West product, right? Anyhow, very, very difficult to express the authentic level of excitement.
Yeah. There are no words, I think, at
Yeah,
this point.
well, exactly. Demetrios is coming all the way back because we have actually had them in the studio before
Right.
with the Urban Ranger
Right.
vibe, right? So yeah, once we knew that they were down to clown,
Yeah.
obviously we have been trying to work it out. Yeah, Bushi, East is ridiculously nigh for sure. It's sneaking up on us upon black wings. It arrives. So here we go. Yeah. Sadly, not Washington State. See, that's the irony. You can
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's not West. We're going to be in Boston for this.
fly here with it in your bag
Yeah.
and give it to us, but if you try to send it through the fucking mail, Grug, there's a lot that we don't know. We're putting out a new. They just solicited another press release quote from me to talk about a bunch of the new exhibitors that we have at East.
Man, that can looks so cool.
But in terms of attendance, hard to know. We will get there. I mean, so far we're pleased with all the trend lines that we see, and it's getting to the point where we have to turn away exhibitors. So, I mean, fingers crossed.
Do we have to do another show? I just want to stare at the can for like the next half an hour.
Listen, you're absolutely welcome to do that. PAX East. Well, yeah, Crimson. I mean, it would be an absolute delight to crack one of these with you. Let's get it. Well, Greg, I think it might have been connected, at least in some ways, to the pandemic.
Yeah.
That's my guess. Now, that being said, we need to go whole hog on a new product.
Do we? I mean,
Yes. Yes, that's the whole point of the show. God, will there be a PAX Oz beer? God, that would be great. Wouldn't that be fun? Very different styles that they like down there. What would be interesting would be to find like a partner down there.
I mean, I don't know if Voodoo Ranger can ship down there or what they do, but
Well, see, even Voodoo Ranger official wants the PAX Oz beer, but no, I mean, I didn't see it the first few times I was there. It was mostly Chris bloggers, of the Budweiser style, the Carlton Draft, for example. But the last couple of visits, I found the Aussie.
oh, they do have Voodoo and Oz.
Well, if you make
Fucking
Voodoo
Jesus!
and
Well,
Oz
why
as
do
of
we not
6
do a
months
goddamn
ago,
Oz thing?
Let's go whole
What
hog.
in the hell?
Right now, there's a lot of people saying go partial hog.
No.
I'm opposed to it.
I want.
Who is Carlton Draft? Just look it up.
Yeah, you got it. It's like
Just look it up.
Tui's new,
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to go.
Drop Bear Draft list. I'm telling you, we could go absolutely whole hog. And I know that Chris would love to do that label too.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
Oh, here. So, may note you, listen. As far as Pratchett is concerned, I lost the books.
Are you freaking kidding me?
But,
What? That's such... No, you're a liar.
No, I totally did. It's because a lot of times, Josh...
an ass.
No, a lot of times, Josh, I will I will try to outsmart myself, right? I'll be like,
the books in the garbage. And
well, yeah. What if
I'll fucking come back and find them then.
What if I-
osmosis will put it in my head.
Yeah, exactly. Like a Johnny Mnemonic type situation. Like, what if I burn them and inhale the fumes? Is that like reading it? No. It's not like that. I put them in my wargaming bag, which I take home every show. And it wasn't until this morning. Think about how long ago I got these fucking books.
Why no?
You know perfectly well, Ghost. And so I was opening it up, trying to put in some stuff for the painting stream today, and I was like, look at these treasures. And so I've already handed them off. To Brenna. She is almost certainly reading them now.
Wait, what? The point was you to fucking read them.
I'm here doing this show. I can't read the book and do the show. Like, that doesn't... Carol, you know what? Listen.
I mean, you could technically do both. You could read it on the show.
Like a fireside, like we just get a little fire and a chair and we just read
I am
books.
shocked as hell that this doesn't exist on Twitch.
Henry Cavill did it. With the
sure
Witcher
it does,
books. It was amazing.
Really?
Yeah, he just fucking read the books.
Yes.
It was great. I love that man.
Which one did he read?
I think the Blood of Elves or something like that.
Oh, it's the start of the series.
Yeah.
The one that's just stories is like the best vacation book of all time, at least in my opinion. Jerry, dramatic reading. Look, I don't hate it. No, Josh, could we do that?
I mean, you could do it anytime you wanted, Jerry.
I mean, I was saying we could set the lighting up, because you used to do this kick-ass shit when we were doing those Sherlock Holmes streams.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Could we get a vibe?
Well, sure.
Like execute a vibe?
Oh, yeah. Beulah,
that's it.
Yeah,
With
a
Beulah
plan.
used to read
With a
Sherlock Holmes
plan.
stories.
As long as we have a plan.
Yeah, see that? Honestly, that sounds pretty good. I feel like that should be a whole, I assume that would be in Just Talking, right?
Yeah, but whatchamacallit did it too.
Satan.
Nick Offerman.
It could also be an ASMR.
ASMR. Oh, yeah, I was just going to say, it's probably a couple, dude.
Yeah. But Nick, oh no, he didn't read a book. He just stared into the camera as you watched him drink scotch. It was amazing.
Well, yeah, I think a dramatic reading might count as a transformative work. It depends on what type of robe I'm wearing in the high-backed chair. Mm-hmm. What can I execute? See, Necro Tooth
I have a smoking jacket you could wear.
I mean, I suspect you have a couple.
A black velvet smoking jacket.
I suspect you have a couple. Dude, do you remember when we came in and we did that two-person RPG?
Yeah, it was great.
God, that was fucking sick.
Yeah.
God, it was cool.
The Cthulhu Confidential.
Oh, man. And all those Mythos streams, but we actually crushed Mythos. We did every episode, even the special one that was online that had patch notes and shit. Right? There were bugs.
Yeah, but then we were proud, and then we got to Sherlock Holmes, and Sherlock just whooped us.
No, Sherlock Holmes
we were
kicked
close.
Sherlock Holmes kicked our ass.
We won, but Sherlock would always destroy us, right?
But there was that one. Do you
There was
remember
the
that
one we
episode?
beat him. Yeah, that was joyous.
I think about it all the time.
Yeah.
The one where we just kicked the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Answered everything and beat the Holmes score. I don't think that's common, right?
No.
God, that was hardcore. Anyhow. But yeah, I suspect that's probably why Bueland was reading Sherlock Holmes, is because it's passed into public domain.
Yeah, totally.
But there's a lot.
But I mean, those stories.
Books.
I always love those stories.
Yeah,
so,
there's a lot of classic books
Yeah.
that I haven't read that might be fun to read.
Yeah.
A lot of Dickens stuff that I need,
Oh
to pick
yeah,
up
go
on,
back
right?
and just kind of.
Get those Pickwick Papers. You know what I mean? All right, now we have to log in.
Oh shit! Do we really?
No,
Okay.
not actually. To beer.com. This is a euphemism.
Okay.
And we need to come up with a new hook, and
Sure.
then we need to transmute that vibe
Love it.
into a potable beverage.
Okay. What are we thinking about vibe wise?
Extra points. You can say Dickin in character. All right, God, Grimm's. Just get all the way in there. Yeah, man, this is another winner.
No, it's amazing.
I genuinely can't believe horses out of control, right?
Fish.
So yes,
Roach.
fish. It's a wild
Close enough.
beast.
Yeah.
It's a liquid. Now, Yeah. I did not understand the power of the Dunkel Pirl until I was actually in Germany.
Dunkels are my favorite beer on this planet. Warsteiner Dunkel is literally my favorite beer on the planet.
It's a syrup. It's exquisite. A Starday's chapter? I mean, I don't I don't hate that. Fireside chat.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, I agree, Saprobate.
Yeah. Yeah, what is that? There's just nothing wrong with it. And I just didn't know, right? I just didn't know that was it. But it's just like, when I was in Germany, everywhere you go.
Yeah, getting like Hagershore and like HB.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But it's like, the glassware is not optional.
No.
Like, so much of the experience there is that it's just, they take it seriously.
Right.
Right?
It's all part of the experience. Like every piece of the experience
It
matters.
honors it.
Right. Like,
Right?
right. It just creates a mood.
Yeah. Pirl, is this real? Is that real? Can you actually make an unarmed attack with? Is that real?
I'll allow it.
I mean, obviously, as
It's just
as a dungeon master, I would allow it.
It's just a difficulty check.
Yeah, yeah, it's a rules as written. We love it. Well, yeah, I mean, for me, it's like the hair. I think it's okay to, if you want to like, you got the long hair, you want to
do
whip.
the whip.
You want to whip your hair back and forth. Just whip it. I mean, why not?
Whip it good.
Unarmed strike. Ugh, we love to see it. We love to see it. Now, well, Greg, you know what? This is more hateful content. Now, so we do need a couple vibes, right?
Oh.
My badonkadonk. Now, I'm saying we need some teams. Let me pull up Tomboy Notes. That's what it's called. That's the name of it. Okay. Yeah, I have all kinds of ancient notes in here. ABV, SRM, IBU. See if there's any, because we had done a crazy one that was like for 10 years, like if you had worked for AI for 10 years.
Right, that was really fun.
So it's like all the things that are like in the box that you get. That's one of the coolest pieces of lore we've ever come up with on here. Appear to lessen the pain of painting. Yeah, that is rough. That is rough. Yeah, necrotushes, let it be known. Everywhere else, hair.
What?
Yeah. Honestly, that's
You heard it here.
that's more of a Kiko thing, honestly. Like, it's impressive.
Hair or?
Just hair.
Oh yeah, it's like a bear.
Hair. Have we made an official PA brand house beer? Basic?
Well, we did the 21-year-old beer, right? Like for the 21 years of PA.
Yeah, I mean, In for a Penny is probably our house beer.
We did
right?
we did Welcome Back for PAX, or Welcome Home for PAX. We did another PA
and they
beer
were both
too.
Killer. But yeah, I mean, the fact of the matter is, having experienced it, right? In for a Penny, lagered for 2 years,
It's unbelievable.
it's as good as a beer can be, I think. Nobody is lagering beers for 2 years.
No. Well, some people, but that's a rare occasion.
I mean, but that's beer elevate. I mean, we wouldn't have done it. Like, if we were still running the show, it never would have rested for.
No.
It just
We would
happened-
have never
Right?
had that experience, right?
It just happened to be before the world burned down. Right? It's
And
great.
this was our reward for surviving.
It absolutely was, and what a reward it was. Right? It
I
was
agree.
perfection.
Yeah,
2
it was
years
amazing.
in. Telling a key lager. Nerds. Prime suds and subs. Space Dwarf. Hey, now you're talking about the League of Volton. I mean, it's pretty sweet.
I'm not arguing it. You just put up the squats.
Yeah,
I agree. I agree.
right.
Squats. I'm so happy squats are coming back. You have no idea.
Like my second army.
I think a lot of
I'm
people,
getting all the squats. Like, I don't even care what they put
I
out.
think a lot of people.
All the
pleased.
squats
And
are-
obviously, we can use your laptop to show them what we're talking about.
Can we? Oh.
Oh, yeah. Orion Rogue, there's actually multiple house beers for the Drawn and Courier. There was the,
Red Larch regular.
the Red Larch Regular,
Oh,
I think
yeah.
is probably the the sort of the cornerstone, if you will.
Look at these boys. That's a good one. Squats.
It was legitimately good.
I love squats.
Yeah, so Norwegian dude, I think that we have to see the box, right? I think once we check out the rest of the box. No, how do you feel about the squats that are in Necromunda? Because I feel like those are pretty goddamn dwarfy. Those are almost like
Yeah, like look at that one.
yeah. I mean, these motherfuckers are like Deep Rock Galactic.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Squats.
Very excited about squats.
Now, League of Voltan, so Mjod, Space Wolf Liquor. Now, we wouldn't be able to make, obviously on the show, legally, even here in Washington, we wouldn't be able to distill it on cam. We can distill it out in the hallway.
God. Holy shit.
Gonna get in trouble. Now, but I'm saying that League of Voltan, but Mjod, I think would be an interesting thing to make as a beer that you would then distill,
Totally.
right?
Damn it, why?
Oh, here, Agavesi, this is the thing, dude. You're saying Deep Rock Galactic would be fun to make a beer for?
Yeah, we already did a whole line.
Nothing would please me more than to reveal to you that we did Red Rock Blaster. We have actually addressed DRG as a beverage. Trust me. And in fact, it was DRG that brought the show back.
Yeah, totally.
Underdark, I think we've done that.
I think we've done yeah, we did.
Orc, we haven't done.
How to make it green?
They don't care if it's green. I promise you. Yeah. So take a look at this. Gathered Throng. Once we got the 3. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Return to Monkey Island beer. 100% Kilogar.
Here,
I cannot freaking wait for those
What's
games
the next
were
time? You know what's fun?
those games were like profound for me. Like I love those games.
I actually had a chance.
If you say you've never played them, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
Secret of what?
Yeah.
Monkey what? No.
Anyways, you had a
No.
what?
I have legitimately worked with Ron Gilbert.
Shit, really?
Yeah.
Doing what?
I worked with Ron Gilbert on the Precipice games.
That's so cool.
They actually brought him in
Yeah.
because we were trying to make like a hybrid of like an RPG and an adventure game. Mm-hmm. They brought him in to sort of talk about how quest chains should operate.
Right.
Right? And then Hothead ended up doing another series with him, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then now he's going hog wild with Devolver. That's exactly what we want to see.
100%. Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Why not? But the truth is, even the Telltale, like the sort of Secret of Monkey Island versions that they made.
Yeah.
In my family, those are like founding documents.
Right.
Like,
Right.
a lot, like when I was like my eldest, for a long time, a lot of our like inside jokes were like Secret of Monkey Island jokes.
Which is really interesting because if you think about games that span multiple generations, right? Like it's not often.
They got that original voice actor.
Right.
Like this is going to be sick. I can't wait. You tried your best, Ghost.
Tried real hard.
What's winning? Orcs?
Orcs.
Ah.
It's close, but not close enough.
Yeah. Now, next week we'll just say we're doing Monkey Island, and then we'll just go whole hog.
No, not next week because we got the Voodoo Ranger guys in.
We have our own thing actually.
Yeah.
We got our own thing set up. Now, it's entirely possible. Yeah, the orcs just like to scrap. Right?
Okay. I think when we think of an orc, sometimes it's going to just be an easy beer, right? Like.
Yeah. They are not picky about. They are not picky about what is happening with the beer.
I think we go with an American Pale and an American Strong Ale. either one of those, right? Like
Because they are infinitely modifiable.
right. But also, it's just
Well, it's kip ash, right?
yeah. But if you're an orc afterwards celebrating, it's whatever is in that barrel,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. It's not artful in the classic sense, but that doesn't mean that it can't be good. Yeah, I mean, this is the main thing about beer. Obviously, things can go awry with beer,
Right.
but you know, our forebears managed it. They managed to make beer,
Oh yeah, yeah.
right? Yeah, I mean, rye is. I don't hate rye at all. In fact, there's rye here in this fish beer that we're drinking today. I mean, I have nothing but love for rye. Well, I mean, if we gave them American Strong, obviously they're gonna.
I mean, that makes sense.
Honestly, it worked for Orc. Okay, now
Okay.
establish some guardrails.
Okay, so ABV anywhere from 6% to 10%. So is it a
Why even write it?
no? Well, no. I mean, because is this a beer before the fight, or is this a celebratory beer after the
Or
fight?
is it their blood?
Yeah.
Is it their blood alcohol content? Right? Because they don't like this is the thing. So if you're not like in the community, if you're not like a hardcore dork, it's possible that you don't know that orcs are a kind of sentient fungus whose spores just travel and land places and grow. Necro, I see it and I love it.
Yeah, like I'm not going to tip this. I'm not going to tip the scales.
You don't have to.
No.
I mean, they both work.
Yeah.
We can't actually lose. God only knows what they're. God, here's the thing. It's all the same beer. God only knows what it is.
Yeah.
No, I am glad that we do have a painting stream though today, because it has been hell on earth trying to find time to get the other base coats on this thing.
Yeah, it
Right.
helps if you open your bag that has the books in it.
Well, it's a specific pouch.
Damn, what?
I
Oh,
found something else in there, dude. So you know, back when we were doing like
Sandwich.
yeah, yeah, I found an animal. There was a raccoon. No, it's like there's pouches on this thing that I didn't even remember it having, like on the battle bag. I found like my Menoth book.
Really?
It was in the front, like along with these other books. Like I had no idea.
That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. So this raccoon is probably better than me at War Machine Mark II. So this raccoon's a little bit behind the times.
I mean, I get it, but you know, if you can win a battle, you can win a battle.
Yeah, I never had a chance to play that Warcaster.
It's great. It is actually really fun.
It's got video game concepts in it, right? Like respawns and stuff.
Respawns, warping. There's a lot of really cool stuff
Sounds
there.
bonkers. All right, there's a lot of these war games are like developing in a video game. Like they're starting to take inspiration from VG, which I don't mind at all. So they chose 10 because, you know, it's the channel. Now,
Okay, so for the SRM, we're looking between anything from 7 to 19. Look at that.
okay, SRM, you say? Well, I'll believe it when I see it. Yeah, God only knows. I assume that it's just some kind of fucking phlegm. Right?
What do you mean?
But like the stuff that they drink, I bet is like weird. We wouldn't think of it. I'm just thinking like, what is in this? What is in this stuff?
I think it's got to be easy because there's legions to
Well, no,
make,
exactly,
right? Like,
right,
so it
exactly.
has to be super easy to make.
Well, so have you ever had like? Have you ever? There's I forget. I remember I'm trying to remember which one it was. Was it Stone? Like the bearded brewer ale. like
Oh, that was Rogue, where
it Rogue?
where they took the yeast out of his beard.
out of his beard, and then fermented it. I mean, I think that like fermentation for them is probably like from their nose or mouth.
Or a scalped foe.
Yeah, they just put shit in there, and I think that it gets fermented.
Yeah.
Yeah, Coase, I don't hate this idea at all. The idea that red ones go faster, I think has a good vibe here for sure.
True.
Yeah, exactly. They are plant. They are plant, unfortunately.
Hey, plant.
Pirro, I know I am familiar with a couple different types of fermentation that do involve something like saliva, but I was not familiar that is the traditional sake fermentation. That is new information to me. 18.
Great. So let's talk about IBUs. I mean, this is super interesting. We can go from 50 to 100, the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
But what does that mean in relation to orcs, right?
Right. Like, in terms of the bitterness, are they interested in that at all? I mean, they seem like Groot.
Right.
Right? No, doesn't it seem like
It's like, give me my bread type of thing, right? Like,
yeah, we just want to drink it.
I want it hearty.
And fight with each other.
Yeah.
Right?
Not with my mouth. I don't want to fight with my mouth.
And that's what happens basically anytime they discuss orcs in any of the official literature. It's like the only thing that keeps orcs from dominating and destroying like the entire Imperium and known space is that they fight with each other.
Yeah.
Right? So what's that range? What's that base range?
50 to 100. So I would say 50, 60, and 70.
Because beyond that, you can't really taste it, right?
Beyond 85, you can your tongue cannot actually discern the different flavors.
Well, now hold on. Here's what I'm going to say. A human tongue
Oh, that's a good point.
can't discern the flavors.
Yeah, but are we making this beer for
I mean,
humans or
We-
fictional orcs to drink? I don't know. I don't know the paradigm here.
No, we are making an artifact
Yeah.
of
100?
the grim darkness of the far future.
You're really just taunting the
You
stream
don't want
now.
it to be like a stunt either.
Well, no, but I'm saying that this is a beer for an alien.
I've got to go get hop shots now.
Yeah, exactly. But
I don't even know if I could use those in a pico.
there are beers that use
The
hop shots.
hops come in syringes and you just...
But I'm saying there are beers that use hop shots that sell completely out every time their truck comes into the neighborhood.
I get it. I've had them.
You know what I mean? I'm just, wah, wah. I'm just saying it's.
Most people willingly eat like scorpion peppers. Yeah.
They've eaten them on this show.
Those were good times.
They really were. And listen, I'm ready to have them again.
I mean, we went up the pepper chain, I should say.
Oh my God. Do you remember when we ate like the dry peppers that you had
Yeah.
brought from the bag?
It was horrifying.
And it was a nightmare?
Yeah.
Like a fresh pepper, delicious.
No, but even the dry pepper, the dry scorpion, was fascinating because that first bite, it was all fruit tasting, and
Yeah.
then hell.
They're fruit.
Fruit
Yeah.
and then hell.
Well, no, exactly. And then
Like you saw the gates of heaven, and then you were shot down to hell.
and then once it hits your belly,
Yeah.
the feeling of one of those like crazy mutant peppers that we've made, when it hits your belly,
Yeah.
it just feels like fear.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's the
Dread.
feeling. Yeah,
Like something's
that's
gonna
the
happen.
Feeling of eating it.
Yeah.
So Ryan Rogue is coming in with the inside data. Mash it hot, gonna ferment high and be thick, or lactose it. I think it's gonna be weird stuff. Honestly, I'm ready for it. But this is what I like. So they were going crazy on some of the other stats, but for IBUs, they're like, no, we don't want to go to 100. We don't want to do that. I mean, out of these options, that's the reasonable option. All right, so guardrails established. We have ABV 10, SRM 18, and IBU 50. This is a big boy.
Yeah. So let's talk about our base malt on this. First, number one, we're going with the American Pale.
Yep, classic.
And we'll do 2-row because we can also do American Pale 6-row.
And that's rougher.
Yeah, it's going to be rougher around the edges, a little more bready. I think those are the two choices for the base.
Yeah. So sweet and crisp for the 2-row.
I'd say clean and crisp.
Yeah.
If it was sweet, that would be the Copeland Pale.
Yes. The 6-row. All right. Take a look at this. So when Orion Rogue says 6-row it, you can adjunct it with corn. Tell me what OR means by that. What is adjuncting?
An adjunct, anything you put in after your base.
Okay. Oh, okay. So it's just like a secondary.
Yeah, like when you put it in a second grain. In it.
Oh, okay. This is like the brewer term. Okay. We haven't messed with corn in too many beers. Here, I'm gonna try this flaked corn real quick.
There you go.
I'm just gonna see what do we mean by
Imagine it tastes like corn.
it should, but it's dry, right?
Corn flakes.
Yeah. You look like you're going on a spirit journey.
I am. Yeah, I mean, I can see why you would make whiskey out of that.
Right.
Right. That's rough stuff. I mean, compared to like the delicious, incredible grains that we typically brew with, flaked corn is kind of rough.
You use it to reduce the malty characteristic of a beer. Sort of make it more paler.
Gotcha. Okay. They're looking for the 6-row as the base.
Okay.
I love that.
Okay, so what we can do too, this is a yes or no vote. We can throw some Pilsner in here to clean it out, like to just add a little bit more crispness to it. But we could definitely, so this is a yes or no.
Little typo in there. I fixed it. There you go. Yeah, Rogue, I feel like my suspicion is that you spent a lot of time over a kettle. That's just my guess. At a certain point, even if it's not your profession, I think we have to say we've been elevated beyond the hobbyist. We got Voodoo Ranger in there for the no vote with that.
They know what they're doing.
With that strong 2. They're saying, "Hey, 6-row on till morning."
Yeah. Third star to the right.
Yeah, I mean, we want to make something that's rough.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we want to push it.
Yeah, but I mean, the question had to be asked.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I think that this stuff is, exactly, right? I think this stuff is made in, like, spent fuel barrels You know what I mean? They don't give a shit. Like their biology is nothing like a mammal's. Yeah, exactly, Blind Cleric. I mean, that's the other reason I was suggesting mead, just because it's not something a person could drink. It's not safe.
Yeah.
Oh, now Josh, would it be possible to see the Pico Cam?
The Pico Cam.
I just want to take a look at it. All right, yeah, we're draining out of there, so it got dark and rich. It got dark and rich fast.
The Pico Cam.
I think this is filling in actually for the third
Oh,
time.
is this actually the inverse?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean it's bewitching. It's bewitching to watch that process happen. Although I think the old one had like a different pressure type system that it would create, and that's how you got the vortex.
Yeah.
Right.
Everything about the Z they improved.
Except that.
Yeah, except that. Yeah. That got taken away from us.
Yeah. OR, I think that's exceedingly rare. I think a full 6-row brew is probably quite rare, at least in the market, right? Right? No, they say no.
Okay.
They say do not do.
So the next question is, do you want this to taste like caramel? Do you want to have notes of caramel or notes of chocolate?
There we go.
And this is your last vote for the grains. So choose it or none. We could just do it like Orion said.
Just go hard. Yeah.
But we just won't, the color won't be the, what did we get for color?
The color we had was 18.
Sure. We'll throw a little bit of Crystal 120 in there.
Could you add molasses? I can see that.
You could totally add molasses, absolutely.
Yeah, it's just BC, I think it has to do with the fact that they've got a bunch of organs normal human beings don't have. That's why they can drink shit like that. They have bonus organs.
Some of us are born lucky.
One of which has to be collected from the dead on the field. But you wouldn't even feel it otherwise, BC. That's the thing. Yeah, molasses could be interesting. Again, I don't hate that at all. It would give it like a whorehound herbal sort of vibe, right?
Yeah, especially if you get that good stuff.
Premium molasses.
Yeah, I have some crazy stuff at home. Like, I've smelled molasses and then I got this premium shit. Mm-hmm. It has got a funk to it. It is nice.
It's not the same?
No, it
has a vibe?
Filtered. It's powerful.
All right. Interesting. There is a knife fight between caramel and no.
Interesting. You can do a runoff if you want.
It's only one vote away. I'm going to click.
Only one vote away.
Right now, I'm not going to look. I'm going to cover my eyes.
What Arctangent has voted 3 times today.
I'm not going to cover. Listen, I'm not going to look. I'm going to click it in like 10 seconds. And then, whatever happens, I made my peace with it.
Just one click away.
There ain't nowhere to hide.
No.
Dude, they want something raw. Dude, you've done everything you can to make this drinkable.
It's still drinkable. It's pale ale.
Yeah, I mean, you can't.
There's no fucking this one up.
It's going to be a pale ale with a 50 IBU. This is going to be a big boy. And again, obviously, we're making a beer for an alien tongue, and so it's worth, right? It's worth taking the path less traveled, I think.
Chocolate.
Gosh, so we need something. Well, yeah, ostensibly, Brett, but the truth is,
So I have to put a little bit of chocolate in there just to give it the color.
just to goose the color a little bit,
Yep. Won't affect flavor.
just a touch.
So let's talk about our hops.
Yes.
What flavors do we
to
want?
get to 50,
Citrus.
because again, like to get to 50. I mean,
It's not hard.
yeah. I
A
mean,
horse blanket.
yeah, exactly.
Right on the money with
that's more on the yeast side.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Good old horse blanket.
But do we want it to be piney, tobacco, earthy, citrusy? I mean, typically these strong ales are piney and citrusy.
Yeah.
But we can go in any direction we want.
Pine and tobacco sounds like a horrible and yet perfect combination.
Yeah, it'd be the bitter, and then like the tobacco is like a sweet earthiness, right? And especially these days, there a lot of orc models have cigars for some reason.
Some Norwegian dude just nailed it. He said the same thing.
Well, yeah, right. You absolutely have to go to a PAX, especially if we've got custom beverage collabs.
Yeah.
Orion, you got to come and try this stuff. That's all I'm saying, Norwegian dude. You see it a lot. Especially in those new commandos, like in the Kill Team 2 starter set, cigars. You green stuffed fancy hats, Piril? Now that's funny. It's tough to get a fresh spruce tip, generally speaking, Orion Rogue around here, but it's probably the right season if we could. So Piril, do you have any flash gits? I built some flash gits with my eldest, and it was a blast. Exactly. You do the red gobbo, and that's it. Yes. The stories for Dawn of War games are really funny, actually, on the orc sites. Oh my gosh. Well, flash gits are the sort of pirate orcs that have the big weird guns that are all custom. All right, yeah, free Buddhas. Now, we're looking for tobacco flavors.
Right. So we're going to go with one. It will be tomahawk.
That's big.
Yeah, it's big, but it's also the flavor description is black pepper, licorice, curry, and subtle citrus. So you want gunpowder? There you go.
Okay.
The next would be Fuggles, which is going to be woody, earthy, and vegetal. And then Saz, very mild but earthy, herbal and spicy.
A noble hop. Now take a look at these incredible products. Yeah, BC, I think that the my eldest called their flash gits 3 Buddhas, but that's only because there was a lot of boots and feet with bones on them in the sprue. And when you're making orky type models, there's a lot of customization. There's a lot of kit bash type stuff. Oh yeah, my eldest is all right. As it should be. Oh, so Piro, you haven't played 40K in a minute, but you have Commandos, so you've done some of the new kill team, sounds like? Absolutely, Talp. You want to have that, I mean, that trophy, certainly. Ah. So not like the named cadre. It's a snack, functionally, yeah. We'd love to see it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Chalneth has got Novitiates, which is a Adepta Sororitas faction, and those Tau Pathfinders. And that was a little bit before the Tau Codex. That is grotesque. There's a lot of hot stuff in there. Here. So Fuggles it is.
Okay. So the next, what we can do
Yeah.
is take Tomahawk and put that in as aroma.
Oh.
So, but that's a yes. That's a yes or no vote.
And I'll just reuse that one.
Yep.
Man, today's beer is starting to smell great.
I am so amazed with Roach.
Well, Roach
Fitch,
is killer, and then what we
what
have in the thing,
there?
like this is a very well, and then the Foe Slayer reveal. It's a very, very good day for the show.
Yeah.
I would say, like 3 out of 3. You know what I mean? It smells like $1 million.
Totally.
Yeah, so EMW, what I would say is that, you know, custom, the rules for factions that are in the compendium don't compare super well to factions that are inside custom armies in Kill Team.
Oh yeah,
Right?
that's true.
So it's like you have, if you compare, like in the compendium, the Thousand Sons to the Warp Covenant,
Oh yeah, wildly different. Yeah.
it's not good. Then you have a whole new sorcerer. So you're hitting the table with 3 sorcerers?
Yeah, I've come to the conclusion now that I have to subscribe and get the physical copy of White Dwarf.
Yeah. Well,
I-
I do too. And I actually brought, you know, during the painting stream, I'd be happy to hand it over to you. But if you actually like that stuff, it has got a giant section inside for Aeronautica Imperialis.
No kidding, really?
Multiple sophisticated scenarios. And a whole new faction, like a Harlequin faction for Kill Team.
So let me tell you, Harlequins they were the champs.
Well, at
Adepticon.
Adepticon, Harlequins basically ruled the roost, right?
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, the nerf is coming.
But I got to give it up to my friends, the Bellicor guys. They had these great.
Oh, yeah?
They had these great personal bowling shirts that said "Long Live Bellicor." They painted him like he was in a Santa Claus village with snow and stuff.
Are you going to paint Bellicor today?
No, that I'm holding off on Archaon and Bellicor for a specific reason.
Okay, understood. What are you going to put on the table today?
I'm just going to start doing my Chaos Knights
Oh, the horsies?
or no, Chaos Warriors
Yeah.
because I got a lot of those.
Oh, 10 of them, right?
I got fucking 30 of them.
Oh, so you're ready to fill out a bunch of your list with knights.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I would love that. I would much prefer that you use those guys instead of Bellicor and these fucking Varengard.
Oh no, they're all in there.
Oh, God.
Just wait till we play.
No!
Just wait till we play a 2K game and Archaon's on the table with his Varengard and Bellicor.
Archaon's dragon has too many heads.
I think you're wrong. I think there's not enough heads.
I resent it.
Actually, you know what's really funny? So when I first started playing Warhammer Fantasy, it was during the End Times campaign where you would go into your game store and
cataloging
they would
wins,
catalog
right?
it, and that would change the lore. And I thought,
It's like a Legend of the Five Rings type.
Yeah, to me that was just one of the coolest things. So I fell in love
epic,
with
yeah.
Chaos
For
and the
sure.
Archaon Legend, right?
No, dude, I could tell so we actually ended up playing Warhammer over the weekend.
Yeah.
And I could tell, like, even just like playing against them, like, you love them.
Yeah. It's just a fun.
You like fantasy better than you like the sci-fi.
100%.
But you love the Chaos Army.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, and there's a whole set. I mean, again, if we're talking about White Dwarf, there's a huge chapter in there that's essentially a codex expansion just about Khorne.
Oh, really? That's cool. Yeah.
I need to pass you this so you can see. Anyway, Tomahawk it is.
Okay, so Tomahawk. Oh wait, we're gonna add that in as a
For the aroma.
Okay, so what I loved. So the first mini I really tried to paint was Archaon, and it was this big, right?
Oh, back in the day.
Back in the day, and he was
Metal?
on. Dorgar was a nightmare horse,
Yeah.
right? And I loved it. So then when they came out with the new thing, I absolutely hated the model. Because I didn't like how they morphed Dorgar. I wanted I wanted him to be a giant nightmare horse, right?
Yeah.
But now I've grown to love the new model, but I would still love to see them go back to a nightmare horse.
Yeah.
That's just massive.
Please.
Yeah.
Now, not a mutated steed.
Yeah. But I mean, the lore of why he was mutated is really cool too.
Yeah. Listen, we can go into all of this during the painting stream.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I can see that Kiko has brought his equipment in the bin over there. We'll be ready to go, in 10 minutes.
Okay, we're going to put this in at 5 minutes.
Spidey Mark, are we talking about Archaon the Ever-Chosen?
Hell yeah, we are.
Yeah, Norwegian dude, because I don't play that faction, I was just reading through it and I was just surprised to see it. There's a lot of, like this issue especially, if you're into the range, like Kill Team or AOS, there is a lot of shit inside this magazine. If you're like a super dork, like I am, and you want to see the third chapter of this fiction or whatever, yeah, I'm a complete just sucker. I mean, end to end, can't get enough. Ralcrest, Bretonnians, that's not where the AOS is different from Warhammer Fantasy Battles, but Warhammer Fantasy Battles is coming back.
Yeah. The old world is going to probably bring all that back.
Oh, it's so weird, Pyrrol. It's super weird. Anyway, so now it's about yeast?
Yes. So we're going to do 2 yeasts, either American Ale or American Ale 2. American Ale 1 is going to give us something smooth, clean, and very well balanced. 2 is going to be tart and nutty.
Okay. I think I know where this is going to go.
Yeah. But I think that's a cool little brawl.
Yeah, it's like, do you want to have orc culture and concepts mirrored at the microbial level? Well, do we have a yeast for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is some, especially some of the factional stuff for AOS, like these flesh eater courts. There's a lot of really weird lore in AOS, honestly. Genuinely crazy crap.
I dig it.
No, it's wild. It's wild. I mean, even Kiko, Kiko loves the Nighthaunt just because of the vibe and because of the models. And, obviously he's due for a, early Codex syndrome for sure. He's due for an upgrade here in a second. But, I mean, it got a hold of him. Like, who souls belong to? I mean, this is a conversation for Kiko.
Skaven's great.
Norwegian is so weird. Jesus Christ, it's weird. So Ralcrest, my fantasy, theoretically, I was able to communicate, with Mantic I have a Dead Zone box on the way, and they have a space rat that you might find very interesting. They call the Veer Min. But basically, you know, you have 40K proper, and then you move down to Kill Team. I don't think that Kill Team is less complex.
No, I don't think so either.
It's a different game.
Yep.
You have fewer models, but it is not less complex, and it doesn't
It doesn't take any.
take any less
in
time.
Yeah.
Dead Zone is designed to be like a full-on skirmish, much more abstracted experience. I'm very, very interested in it. What? Z Bashu, 33 Raiders? Goodness gracious. What a pleasure. Welcome aboard. Obviously, Z Bashu, a longtime ally of the channel, for sure. American Ale 2, Tart and Nutty. Now,
Get those names.
in your mind, cook up the ultimate orc brew name, and then we will have these names battle in the manner of orcs right here on the poll. Man flesh. Piril, no, it's okay to mention in here. That's an important part of tabletop game lore. I was not aware that Bones was back for number 6.
Really?
Dude, yeah, I mean, they were dropping is it the same thing as before. They're dropping that $100 option that's got a fucking truck full of minis.
Don't know. For Gork my Mark. Horse spit. Tuskwetter, that's good. Rough and ready. Stompa fuel. Anything you wog.
Gork and Mindy.
Wow.
125, yeah, I can see it. All those costs. Every cost is up, right? I'm not saying they're not gonna make money on it. I'm just saying.
Just saying. Any way you wog it, that's the way.
Any way you wug it. Dun, 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 dun,
Wog
dun.
it. Wog juice. Last wog.
You dork. TNP, this is hurtful. Ooh. I love crude oil. World War III.
High octane fuel.
Oh, yeah. I would never be able to bring myself to back one of those Bones Kickstarters. I'm not even saying it's a bad value. I'm just saying I can't do it. Like, I have enough points. Like, I
Right.
have enough models that have specific point values and friends that also play war games.
Yeah. But they're great. It's a great product, I think.
Oh, no, they're kick-ass.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, they have, I mean, for years and years back in the day, they were offering, like, the paint and take booth.
Yeah,
at PAX
they were
Unplugged.
amazing, yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, it was
like,
amazing.
Super cool. Fun, cool people. I'm just saying that for me, I can't do it.
Oh, totally.
There's still Laura about that. She might be into that. Laura might be into that sort of thing.
Well, honestly, that's not untrue. Just get that big supply. All right, now take a look at this. We got 6 tender options. Crude oil, I think it work. Now, you had a couple there, BC. You had the fight juice, I put that in there. You put in the Waw juice. I swapped it. Hopefully that's acceptable. Ha! Now TNP, I love the lore vibe of the nursing formula for Squigs. I think that's great. I can completely see it.
Cunning but crutal.
Crudel. Oh, well, listen, they can't all be, spelled correctly, Josh.
Wait, what's the second one supposed to be? Is that correct?
Tust wetter? Oh, jeez.
What is tust wetter?
Have another one.
No. I think that's a terrible idea. I'm just checking out some of the stuff down here.
Yeah, pretty cool, right?
A lot of great stuff in here.
Yeah.
All right, now, gathered throng. Ryan Rogue, listen, it's
Might
very
have
shameful.
affected the votes, Jerry.
Hero, listen,
Tust wetter.
I found the Pratchett books. I don't need any of this
How's your tust today?
from, you know what I
Do you
mean?
get your tust sharpened every now and then?
You drink pint glasses of mead. I don't. This is very hurt. Thunder Nimbus, listen. This is more hateful content.
Fuck! Thunder Nimbus just going for the jugular.
This is brutal and
It's like, what,
cunning,
9%?
basically.
Two
now,
glasses
They're
of it?
called typos
listen. At
for
the end
a
of the
reason.
day, At the end of the
Damn.
day, the fact of the matter is, crude oil was gonna win anyway. That's what's up.
Everybody came for the kill on that one.
No, crude oil is very, very good. Yeah, they sensed weakness.
Yeah, there was blood
and
in
they
the
went
water.
for the jug.
Jesus.
All right, now listen to this. Crude oil, very, very good. 6 row, little bit of chocolate malt there to darken it up. A powerful yeast option. I think this is going to be very, very interesting. That's more 6 row than reasonable people might do it. Now, one last
More
thing.
6 row than 6 row.
Yeah, exactly. Well put. Now, Jorash, if you could please throw the video back over to this laptop. One last time, let us emphasize that next week we will have special guests in studio. The Voodoo Ranger crew from New Belgium will be rolling through. We will have an opportunity to taste before your very eyes the Faux Slayer IPA, but there's no reason to be sad. Certainly, if you are going to PAX East, you have the opportunity to sample the Faux Slayer as well. And indeed, depending on where you live in the US, it's entirely possible that you might be able to secure some of this elixir for yourself. Now, next up, we are going to reconfigure the space slightly and start the crafting stream portion of the afternoon. Kiko's going to roll in, bring in some of his equipment. We're going to get to work on some of our Age of Sigmar models, I suspect, so that we can start doing more Age of Sigmar here on the channel. But hey, listen, we're going to reconfigure this stuff. We'll be back in mere moments. Fear not. Let me just grab the machinery of the universe very quickly, and then we will be right back again. Orion Rogue, listen, it's bi-directional. We'd love to see you in there. All right, ready? Huh!